All right, so please welcome our next speaker. That's Maëlly Dubois from Adeline, and she'll introduce us to the specifics of B2B e-commerce search. Please welcome Maëlly.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Maëlly, Product Manager Search at Adeline, and for the next 30 intense minutes, one query, one catalog, one product that should match, and the 5 layers that decide if it does. By the end, a checklist for Monday morning for you, and a link to a demo of an LLM as a judge proof of concept you can build yourself. There is a QR code on every slide you'll see. Scan it once, it's the same link through the presentation. Product Manager Search at Adeline, search engine expert based in Paris. My job is I work on search engines that look fine on papers. A quick positioning before we start. Just today has been packed with great content on hybrid search and LLM-based extraction. I'm not going to reinvent that. You already have the picture, I guess. But what I want to add is a different angle, my product manager's angle. Because yes, hybrid search can be the right move. LLMs can structure your catalog, but there is a dozen things that also needs to be right before and around to decision. And that's what breaks search in practice, and that's what we are here for today. Because works for someone and works is two different things, I guess. That space between technically working and truly serving the user, that's what we explore. And also I served as an elected board member at the French Handball Federation, managing all the sport of tomorrow topics and including tech. So just before we open the case, by raising your hand, how many words do you think the average Google search contains today? So raise your hand if you think that it's more than two queries on the average. If you think that more than 3, if you think that more than 4. So for the past 20 years, search engine was built for 2-word queries. Today it's longer, but that's not really a change. What changed is how people learn to search. With AI user prompts, they described the height constraints, not work gloves anymore, but fine cut resistant safety gloves for sheet metal work, you know what I mean. They won't unlearn that. They will bring it to your search bar, the one designed for just 2 keywords. And 3 data points. Search engine lands 7 to 8 word queries, double since ChatGPT launch. Google said that 5+ words queries are growing 1.5 faster, and question form queries up to 14% year over year. So users are starting to write like humans now. They expect your engine to keep it up also. And just the difference between a B2B and a B2C. So B2C, you will have maybe like a long red dress, it's lifestyle, it's visual, subjective. In B2B, you will have something more like cut-resistant gloves with a norm, level 5, size L. It's technical difference, industrial standards are hard to constrain. And B2B has a project, they had a deadline, a wrong product isn't just a return, it's a costly mistake for us. And the same engine actually, but it's 2 different worlds. And the investigation, so we have 1 query, we have 1 catalog, 5 layers where it can fail, and we open them one by one. So we'll start with our query today. Cut-resistant gloves, level 5, size L. 6 words, everyone matters. And if we decompose the query token by token, it would look like this. Cut-resistant, which is the protection class. Gloves, which is the product category. Level 5, which is the cut-resistant grade. size L, which is the sizing attribute. So 5 tokens, 4 different words. Most engines treat them as 4 equal pieces of the text. And this is why, actually, in this example, the product exists. It's just a different name, like safety gloves anti-laceration, size L with the norm and the cut protection level E. So the user type, what you can see on the right, cut resistant gloves, level 5, size L, and the result is 0. Because the EN388 standard evolved, the old scale was like 1 to 5, and now it's A to F. So the search engine does string matching, and it sees 5 and E, so it treats them as different, and that's a logic failure. This is our case. 5 layers, let's open them. So you will have the query understanding, the retrieval, ranking, catalog data, search experience. Catalog data feeds every layer. And let's investigate. Before any search, we have tokenize, normalization, synonyms, intent. The user types something what he hands up, searching for might drift from that. And that's 3 types of query complexity that we can find on B2B, and that basically breaks search. They're all different problems. So if I go to the first, we'll have the code and the norms, like EN388, level 5 gloves, the tokenizer split, my tokenizer split, EN388 into the EN plus 388. So that's logic. You lost the norm reference. And the engine is searching for something it no longer recognizes. In the second time, you will have the multi-signal queries with the cut-resistant gloves level 5 size L with 50 pairs. That's packed product type, protection level, size, and quantity in only one query. A basic engine weights all tokens equally, which means it weights none of them correctly. And third, and this is one specific to Nordic markets, compound words in Swedish, Danish, or Norwegian, user naturally write compound words. I will not, I don't speak Swedish, so you have the query there, but it means cut-resistant safety gloves. So it's just 2 words to say all these words, and it's a basic tokenizer sees 2 opaque tokens and matches nothing, actually. So you have 3 different problems. Custom analyzer and sharp filter help with the first. Field weighting and intent routing help with the second. Compound word decomposition with vectors semantics is often the only way to handle the third. All these 3 reasons is also why hybrid search can be a serious option in B2B context. And next we'll have this example, the user type level 5, the catalog has cut level E. So cut level E, EN388, class E, anti-laceration grade E, and there is no link between them. So direction matters also. Cut level F is stricter than level 5. So product satisfies level 5, not the other way around. We need to build a directional equivalence graph with every protection level connected. And that's important to link hypernym in this to don't have irrelevant products in the query. So next it will be about the retrieval. Which fields does it search? What operator? And we'll start with the wrong fields because engine search, in this example, title of the description. But it ignores certification, protection class, attributes, and cut level E lives in the certification. Cut resistant live in the protection class. And the engine search where the answer isn't. So audit your field configuration. Most teams did it just once years ago, and it's really important to look at it because business change, supplier change, and the norm change. So look again. I think it's important. And just quick pass on the hybrid retrieval. You heard a lot about this today, so I won't go deeper on the mechanic. But the point here is simple. Lexical alone misses semantic equivalence. Vector alone fuse precision on safety critical codes. And hybrid, for example, BM25 plus dense plus reciprocal rank fusion gives you both. So in B2B, hybrid is starting to be the modern baseline. Not the destination, it's kind of the floor. And the real work is still everything else around it. And for the layer 3, we'll go through the ranking, what the engine shows first, thumbing, fields weights, and rules that quietly override scoring. So about the field rate, B2C default can be something like title is 5, description weight is 2, spec is 1, and the result with this example, the generic leather gloves rank 1, anti-laceration coat level E ranks 5. But B2B terms will be something like title 2, spec 3, attributes 3, and then you have a re-rating with the anti-laceration cut level E that jumps to the 1. Re-rating takes actually an afternoon, but always measure before and after, that's important. But sometimes in B2B you have just like classical models that doesn't work with this. And one of my best points here, because I found this a lot in clients, it's the ghost rules, like in September 2025, a guy decided to boost premium leather work gloves for all gloves search. Back to work, safety campaign. October, campaign ends, the boost stays, no expiration date. January merchandiser leaves, and today nobody knows the rules exist, or nobody are just looking at it, and every buyer searching for gloves gets the wrong product first. Document every rules with owner and expiration. I think it's really important. Audit quarterly, search plus business together. Relevance doesn't break only by engineers. Business decision leaves trace, I guess, in the ranking. So just now we go through catalog data. Great data unlock every other layers, I think you know this, but through sub-layers, attributes is the data structured, and vocabulary. Do user words match catalog words? So again, LLM extraction has been talked about a lot today, but I want to talk about it through a concrete catalog problem, because this is exactly where a PM search has to push. Seller writes something like provides excellent protection against cut and puncture hazards, and you can read, but you can just fine-tune an LLM, it's a big word, but you can fine-tune an LLM, reads it, and outputs clean structured fields like protection class, equal cut level, equal use case. And on the QR code that you have this, I put just an example that Trendyol did it at scale on 3 million records, and it works actually. So the technology is here, and my PN point is just this is a cross-functional decision. Someone has to decide to do it, found it, validate the outputs, and connect it. That's someone is not the algorithm, it's the person with a real roadmap on every other thing. And next, it's about category name that product results also. So if we look at this bad example on the left, the leaf category is like chair, stool, sitting, just on one category. And you have 3 different concepts linked, grouped in one category name. So every product in that category inherits that tag. So when users are searching for stool, the engine match anything linked to this category, including chair. The category name is a search signal, and a badly named category creates noise in both direction. The fix is on the right, so proper category hierarchy. Category 1 is just sitting. The hypernym navigation only. Category 2 splits into chair and stool. 2 separate leaf categories, and that's important. Now search sitting, you get just chair and stools. When you search stools, you just get stools because the two types are no longer linked by a category name. And the category name is a search tag, name it wrong, and every product under it becomes potential false positive for search and it shouldn't answer. So last, zero result is a signal, not a verdict. The engine didn't find anything, but the user wants something. So the question is what? Three types of intent behind the same search bar. Transactional, if I'm looking for cut, resistant glove level 5, size L, show closest product, suggest the level E equivalence, offer category browse, and informational, you will have how to choose the right cut protection level. This is not a product query. Served by your guide, routing to a product list is wrong. So normative, you will have like EN 388 compliance certification. This is a regulatory query. Filter by certification, not keyword. So we need to start understand what the user wants by the way, and by the way, the zero results is still a conversion opportunity if you manage your no result page. So just a recap. Every underperformance has a layer, I guess. 5 layers. Layer 1, what the engine understood. Layer 2, where it looked. Layer 3, what it showed first. Layer 4, what data it had. Layer 5, what the user experienced. Every underperformance has a layer. Every irrelevant result has a layer. So who owns relevance? Who needs to work on this? Here is the uncomfortable truth, I guess, when nobody owns relevance, everybody breaks it. On the left, the people who break without knowing. The PIM owner enters product data, not really a search, unstructured attributes, vocabulary inconsistent. Merchandiser add boost rules for campaigns, no expiration, ghost rules that will be there for months, and category manager names category hypernyms, sometimes doesn't manage synonyms tables well also. So in the center you have the PM search, the conductor. This is the role that bridge both worlds. They need 4 inputs to work: user knowledge, history, preference, profiling, domain knowledge, synonym, ontology, graph, contents, structured, enriched, and a query like analyzer, expressivity. And on the right, you have the people who need to be actively engaged. Business owner define KPIs, validate decision. Product owner, you have the user experience stories, acceptance criteria. The IT dev and the data team, configuration, signals, enrichment. 6 people can break it actually, but 3 people need to fix it together. One conductor make it happen, and sometimes if there is no PM search in your organization, sometimes else is doing this job, but sometimes nobody is doing this job actually. So on your Monday morning, you will have this a quick checklist. So first, read your result, your zero result log weekly, top queries on every Monday. Read reformulation and abandon. Actually, that's the real roadmap. Build a relevance baseline, 50 judge query, for example. Without it, every change is just an opinion. Number, not vibes, please. Every change need to be every change need to be measured before and after. That's really important. And system, not sprint, like it's paid weekly, not yearly. So search relevance is not a project; it's a practice, I guess. And in 2026, I think building a search quality proof of concept takes hours. Mine is just there. It takes just 3 hours to do this. Actually, you have on the QR code, you can have the link and the code on GitHub. for each query, you will have a semantic relevance with does the product belong to semantic relevance. So you will have does the product belong to the right universe. Intent match, does it answer what the user actually asks? And the ranking position, like if my product is relevant but at the position 30, it's not a good point. And it's all vibe codes. Actually, it works. We are using it today. For me, it's trained on our graph data. So you will have maybe to work on it to adapt this to yours. But it was really quick to have something that can help business every day. They can use this to just measure what they are doing on the search engine, and it's really quick also. So if you're not measuring, you're shipping and hoping with this, you ship and prove. And that's really important, I guess. So I was kind of quick, sorry, but that's the end, and thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you have a question to Maëlly?
Thanks. How did you handle precision in hybrid search? Did you try to avoid fuzzy results? Did you get complaints? Or did you see that fuzzy results still get conversions in B2B?
Today, so I'm working in Adeline. I'm PM Search, which is that I don't know every technical part. My colleague do hybrid search, but on B2C. Today, we did not put it on B2B, but this is why I put all on the QR code that you can find studies or other person that did it on B2B with a lot of information. But if you have more questions about hybrid search, I think my colleague will answer really good.
Any further questions? No, I can't see any. Okay, thank you very much again.